Hi, I'm Caitlyn Minor, and I will be doing my persuasive speech on why parents should be aware of prescription drug abuse in teenagers today. In Stockton, California, on January 21st of 2009, the bodies of 17-year-old Josie Thornton Sinigor and 18-year-old Rob Post were found at Post's mother's home. The cause of death was an accidental drug overdose of prescription drugs. Autopsy results showed that the drugs ingested were high doses of oxycodone, Xanax, and Valium, and were used as a means of getting high. Police searched to find the source of the drugs, and the result was simple. The teenagers had stolen the drugs from their own parents' medicine cabinets. The Orange County Register did a study that shows that 1 out of 5 teenagers will use prescription drugs illegally at some point in their teenage life. Teens and prescription drugs, by the Office of National Drug Control Policy, says that 3 out of those 5 teenagers will willingly admit that those drugs were stolen from their parents' medicine cabinets. That's 62%, or 14.6 million teenagers a year. Abuse of prescription drug usually affects teenagers from the ages of 12 to 17 and is the second most abused drugs in America next to marijuana. Teens use drugs as means of getting high, self-medicating, and also such things as farm parties, which is where a teenager will take several medications and mix them in bowls along with other medications, grab a handful, and ingest, not knowing what you're taking, for the purposes of getting high. In extreme cases, prescription drugs may be used as a means of suicide, like Abraham Biggs, a 19-year-old from Florida who ingested several opiates and recorded his suicide on his live webcam, according to abcnews.com. Because of the sickening statistics that are overshadowing our teenagers of America today, parents must act now. www.theantidrug.com gives a list of suggestions for parents to use to help prevent their teenager from using prescription drugs abusively. The obvious suggestion is to lock up or hide your medicine in the medicine cabinets so your teenager will be less likely to be able to get a hold of them. Another suggestion is to take note of how many pills you have and check the refills. So you know if the refill's missing, then you didn't do it, then there might be trouble. And if there are some pills missing and you didn't take them, then your teenager might have. Another suggestion is to set clear ground rules. Let your teenager know that prescription drug abuse, or any drug abuse for that matter, is unacceptable. Properly conceal and dispose of unused medicine. If you drink coffee, discard of your pills in the coffee grounds. And if you have a cat, you can mix the cat litter with the pills so that your teenager will be less likely to want to take them. And if your teen is using, you should talk to them, and if they continue to use, then use counseling, whether it be family or singular. By using the previous suggestions, your teenager will hopefully be less likely to take prescription drugs or any drugs because of your influence. Imagine a world where teenagers like Josie Thornton Sinigor, Rob Post, and Abraham Biggs wouldn't feel like they had to buy or steal drugs as a means for having fun or a way out. Imagine being able to lower that statistics of 3 out of 5 teenagers who steal their drugs from their own parents. If parents don't start acting now and placing guidelines and restrictions, the statistics will rise. The death toll will rise. More and more statistics will show of overdosing will show on the news and in our newspapers today, unless we act now. Do you feel 100% sure that your teenager or a loved one will not get into prescription drugs abusively? If there is any doubt, take action or tell a friend to take action. You don't even have to be a parent to make a difference. Be aware of the statistics and share them. Use the suggestions given by theantidrug.com. Hide your medicine. Lock it up. Discard of it properly and set clear ground rules. Think of Josie Juliana Thornton Sinigor, Rob Post, and Abraham Biggs, and all that they could have been today. Use their examples as influence your actions, and make sure that your teenager will not get into drugs. Don't let your teenager, or a teenager of someone you love, become just another statistic of a prescription drug abuse in teenagers today. Thank you.